I recently had some chicken egg production really drop off, and what I think was happening is because of how hot it is, they were sweating more and burning more calories, so they just weren't getting enough food. I increased their food, and I did find that in the hot weather, they really like the soaked chicken feed. So some people online will do like a ferment for 3 days. Doesn't really work here; it gets too moldy. Um, there's just not really much of an improvement. But what I've been doing for about the last week is the night before I fill up, measure out their feed and fill the container with water about, by volume. If it's that much chicken feed, then do that much, cover it with water and then do that much on top in the container. They really seem to like that. I'm also working on some fodder experimenting. So the control group, this is just me using a spray bottle to try to keep things right. This is chicken wheat. I believe this is going to be like a soft white is what it looks like and what it feels like. So a little bit low on the protein content because that's what's cheap and for chicken feed. Here's some sunflower seeds. So it's doing pretty good. I found it cannot work outside because it's just too humid and hot and it just starts molding. Option 2 is keeping it in sand. The sand is not super evenly dispersed, but it is coming up here. This is more the wheat side of things. This is the sunflower side of things. The sunflower does take longer to come up, but you can see right there we got one sunflower thing coming up. And actually these need a bit more spraying, so far the sand is working. I got some of the worst possible soil that I have in my yard, so you could probably just get like some play sand from whatever, just a bag of sand from the hardware store, or if you have a store that sells rocks and sand. There's absolutely nothing nutritional going on in this that's feeding the grass, which is what I'm going for. I don't want to be trying to make compost to feed wheat grass or something like that. It's really just a sprouting medium. The one that's doing the best is the damp towel. And as you can see, everything is just growing super well. So honestly, I'm probably going to stick with the damp towel method. So here's a sunflower sprout. And this is the downside of the damp towel is they grow into it. But here is a sunflower sprout. It's a unique taste. Doesn't really taste anything like sunflower. Well, kind of reminds you of a sunflower seed. Doesn't really taste so much like the nut, but doesn't taste like any other bean sprouts I've had. I know probably because it's not a bean. Doesn't taste like an alfalfa sprout either. Just kind of its own thing. So the towel method is working really good. I'm liking this. I'm probably going to adopt this. Though I do want to try towel versus sand outside and see how that goes. Other news, I noticed that my Friday night cocktail video did really well compared to everything else, so I'm going to be making some beer brewing stuff. I do experimental home brewing, so hopefully that stuff does well. I am working on an unhopped plantain beer. So whenever I actually get any progress on that going, I'll be making a video and you guys will have more of an understanding of what that means. So very into experimental territory with the beering. Beering, I think that should be a thing. But that's all. So that's how I'm sprouting grains. I'll keep more updates going as I find out more.